dominate these
Game one, baby. Game one.
More ban phase.
100T fly.
Starting off,
right.
Dude, the Wolvie band too is crazy. I would lock in Psylocke here, honestly.
In terms of how they play, you know, with Loki
if I'm
and stuff.
Fly,
Speaking of which,
I
that's
would
getting
lock
through
in
at the
Psylocke.
current moment. We'll see what a protect
Give
comes through
energy that hero.
from Flyquest.
Oh, they're gonna lock the Wolvie.
On their side, understanding that maybe
then coming back like a boomerang with a Vanguard in
ban
hands
Groot.
is just so
Wow.
powerful. And they are
We have
not afraid to do
honestly
this. We
not
have
really seen
Flyquest
Groot
run
bans
that
at
similar to
all.
100 Thieves
That's
doing the
some
same thing in the past
crazy
few matches.
And we see a group on the opposite side, 100 Thieves still keeping the thing in their back pocket, even though they don't have that fastball special, like you said. And, you know, the group ban makes sense. I think it's targeted towards Flyquest. We talked about
is that a
Flyquest
targeted save? Is that like a
ban
Vinny special or something?
Against, and you can see it's focused on towards Flyquest, making sure they don't get that Human Torch, making sure they don't get the Lunar Stone.
Dude, that thing save is wild to me.
Like a one, right?
Pretty standard from Fly. Vest has been a monster.
And we are going to see that team up with Hulk and the more Adios
on
as
both.
playing a ton of different roles
Well,
and
on
different
any
heroes
tank,
in general.
to be honest, but
Adios,
the Namor Hulk has seen Spark Chief be crazy on this Hulk.
Last tournament from Adios,
so not surprised by that toll. And then energy on the signature Psylocke. This looks good for Fly. This is a good first comp for them. Who are you guys voting for? Who do you guys want to win?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think there's a lot of
I'm going Flyquest all the way, guys. I love an underdog story.
Your overall,
I want Flyquest to take it home. The lower bracket run. Yeah, I'm all here for it. Let's go. Hey. Hit the button. This button. Do it. I was going to think of something funny to do, but, you know, if you enjoy the content, just subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot more Rivals games, a lot more Rivals content in general. And I don't really have anything funny to say. So enjoy the games. They've fucking come all the way back through after a pretty disastrous first series.
That shield, being able to shield up your team in various moments can help out with things like Punisher.
And energy is just one of the best Psylocks we've seen this tournament. They are absolutely demonic on this pick.
And I can't wait to get some answers as to the choice of the thing, especially without that Wolverine.
I mean, is it to try and deal with energy a little bit here on the Psylocke?
Too much about it, but Delena also caught out energy, maybe looking for that Hela in the high ground as the
Is that why they've gone the thing?
But right now, that sort of chokehold has forced Delena back
like it
into
might.
the team, which 100 Thieves are grouped together. And oh no, Delena gets deleted.
Yeah, energy does a great job here on Psylocke. Seen a lot of success here with these last
almost looked like they stood still then.
Just the raw damage, not even needing that team up to have the clone. Just raw skill and talent as Vest finds Harvey too. Terra going to turn that around on Vest though. Vest playing very strong in the Vanguard role.
Damn, what is that fucking tracking?
Honestly, a ton of value, a ton of final hits there, despite who they are playing, especially over there on Magneto. But playing Strange currently in this game. Terra going to elect to play. We talk about Bucky being more valuable, and he has taken a little bit of a backseat due to the recent.
I need to learn these. I need to learn these really quick flick up dashes. That energy does a lot.
Trying to get some space on a point. Flyquest already at 22% and climbing.
Spark Chief, guess what? Terra's got resets though.
As we see him proceeding forward.
Terra could pop the fuck off. Oh, nice from TTK. Energy's getting run at.
Yeah, he's still getting those resets, like you said. Energy, oh no!
Terra is on a tear. Oh my god, Terra is on an absolute tear. Oh.
To buy time, keeping clones there for the future to have a reset.
Oh, how is he still alive?
Terra popping off here, taking out two, but still
guess another. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, he's got another one.
That does get the reset again.
4 seconds left to go. Gets Eye of Agamotto, but dashes away from it, so he's still immune to that.
Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. Someone deal with this Winter Soldier. For the love of God. Oh, he's got another one. Oh, he's got another one.
Timing here, finding a triple, but holding on to this thing for minutes.
Oh my god, dude.
It is going to end there, and they are going to retake
so crazy. How many was that? Did anyone count that shit? How many was that?
Flyquest with that Psylocke, with their, aggressive plays, the choke out.
That is the problem with the Loki, though, isn't it? Right?
Against it, Flyquest though walks in.
Like running the Loki into this Winter Soldier.
Force out these cooldowns, maybe at 100 Thieves.
Got to show some love there to the strategist. allowing Terra to play super patiently with that reset, already ready for another Kraken impact very shortly at 82%. Delena gonna pop up with
I'd have to watch that back to see how many that was. That was ridiculous. I mean, the thing is, though, during all of that sequence, Flyquest were getting percentage, so they're not completely out in the cold here. Oh, God, no. Here we go again. Okay, actually doesn't get any resets. This is big. Energy, though, running into a whole team. Oh, TTK gets Vest over the top. That's a really nice thing ult.
100 Thieves now at 75%, but the ult advantage should be in Flyquest in the next fight.
Yeah, 100 Thieves looking pretty strong at the current moment, playing around Delena on that.
It's a shame from Energy. He kind of just walked into everybody.
He's massive. I mean, the aim definitely translates from Hella back over to that Ultron, and they're close to those ultimates again, like you said, Shib. Delena's already close to
nearly got theirs.
Ultron ultimate ready to go. Comes Energy on the backside, but they haven't been able to deal with it. The sustain has been too much for 100 Thieves.
Oh.
Yeah, and Energy he's doing a great job here finding these flanks, but just not buying enough space. They're just not focused too much on it. Not
just these triple heals, dude.
Especially when you have those crystals ready for Loki. Out goes the Eye Agamotto, finds a few, but Crystal's still up.
Adios, guess what?
Gonna clean up Delena. That's a nice pick early, as Flyquest is gonna be evened out here in numbers. The fight proceeds in overtime. It is 99 for 100 Thieves. Out goes Energy again, 73%, just trying to get that ult ready. The Cutterfly ready to make some sort of play. Delena trying to find an off angle and return back. As
that was so close. Here we go.
There is the knockdown, the reset.
Here we go.
Terra's going to find that pull as we do see Sparchief now on Cap. Cap seeing a lot more play recently. Out again.
Oh, so close. Oh, they do get him. Vest gets him.
Going to clean that up. Numbers now back in the favor of Flyquest.
Oh, Vinny.
Finds a few as TTK
Energy gets SJP though. That's big.
And oh my goodness,
that's big.
For days here, back and forth. It's like a trading post. You don't even know.
Oh, Energy gets another one. Energy's about to pop the fuck off. Oh, they take the fight. Just.
Flyquest is going to retake this point.
Yeah, huge ultimate coming out there from Cooper in the copy on.
But they've already got a TP ready, so we are definitely gonna have at least one more fight, if not two, maybe.
I thought I would have maybe connected on to more, but because Cooper was there with that ultimate,
Energy Invest could go massive here for Fly.
Maybe with some ultimates coming up from TTK, they can get a connection on that Meteor M. Flyquest have ultimates through to have a rebuttal here, though.
Yeah, there's got to be a conversation. Seeing the drone.
Okay, there's Spark.
Strange can play around that shield. Obviously, a ton of HP there and an increasing HP.
Oh, it's big. Oh, it doesn't get a kill though. Also, TTK whiffs. Oh my God! How is Delena still alive? Getting healed like a motherfucker from this Loki. Oh, they get him. Oh, wait, they get it. Oh, they've got it. Oh, Adios and Zelos just fucking smurfed it. Oh. Let's fucking go, Fly. Man, that Ultron was putting in some crazy work. Adios is a nutter on this pick. 14k damage from his Ultron. Holy shit. Highest DPS in the game right now on that Ultron. It's tough, isn't it, right? Because, you know, when you're running this triple like this, it comes down to energy terror. Because you've got this solo DPS trying to output so much.
Nearly 12,000 damage on Loki. That's kind of insane.
Yeah, there's nothing more scary. You mentioned this. Looking up on
just really nice from Zelos as well at the end on that cloak, getting a double. I think they got a double with the dagger as well, not with cloak.
And healing. You've got to keep your eyes up there and clear those clones as we see them right now.
Cooper nearly got an ult already. He's the only one that's close, so Fly should be looking pretty good on point one here. They're going to have a support ult to play with.
Value onto flyers immensely, or things like Dr. Strange. You can keep that shield up and utilize that more paced healing. TTK trying to find an angle, playing around this middle segment, still electing to use.
Looks like Fly going to hold up prior.
Not going to be playing any sort of shield tank. Got to check back on the bans, but I am curious about the value there. Obviously, the thing has a ton of damage reduction, and that ultimate can be very powerful in the right hand.
Big blind. Did that hit everyone?
Gives a ton of healing.
There we go. There's one. SJP has one now on the other side already.
Just kind of stalling the fight out again.
Oh, nice fade. Really nice fade. Terra does get Vest though. Here goes Adios over the top.
Land again. Adios on the high side, initiating again with the Ultron's rage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, meanwhile, Terra just getting those resets. Zelo's gone in that fight, and yeah, this is surely going to be a reset for Flyquest. I was going to say how this
nice
map,
early take for 100T.
Round, then over. It's not exactly the best
This
point
is,
for Flyers and for
we're getting to
specifically.
midnight,
So
guys.
Thieves,
I've been on for 7.5 hours already.
It's
It's time to get to tired time.
on a tournament when they ran both the Winter Soldier alongside the Hella, but it's tough because
I'll grab
sometimes
some
in these
I'll grab some energy after this one.
matches and tournaments in a new patch, it's very easy to get baited comp-wise. Now Flyquest has Shredder's ultimates to go in with 100 Thieves.
Yeah, Fly do have a lot to work with.
Yeah, I'm with you. You mentioned Flyers struggling here.
Oh, Spark.
Right? So that's the downside of running Flyers here. Although
Spark just baited the fuck out of Vinny on that one.
On this map, you see them. These teams are fighting a lot more vertically than you would expect, maybe than you've seen in ladder. Trying to clear out some.
Just jumped over that. Jumped over that thing up.
There, out goes the dance of the butterfly again. Not able to find too much.
Oh no! Oh, Vess. What an angle! Holy shit! What an angle! He just fucking walked in on the side. How did he get that?
While still having ult advantage, 48% for the side of 100 Thieves, though. They've got to gain that back.
Yeah,
they did pop a lot for that, but Adios has nearly got theirs as well again.
They were so close to their Cloak and Dagger Eternal Bond there, but Harvey went down to the Eye of Agamotto from Vess. I mean, he was trying to build the last second. Did eventually get it. Everybody grouped up, but that just meant Flyquest had an even stronger engage with their ultimates. And oh no, SJP.
Oh no, this is real bad for 100T.
That's their only
I think there's a
ultimate
backup
as well
angle.
for this fight, so that surely means a reset coming into this one for 100 Thieves. But more tick on the board for Flyquest, more ultimates to be built as well for both sides.
Oh, Hella does res.
By Delena. Nice elimination from him.
Yeah, and a lot of people may be out there, you know, not loving the way that Agamotto looked, where it was just kind of on the ground telegraph. But when you see cooldowns being used and you're playing Strange using that shield, if you count out those cooldowns, you don't need to do anything fancy with your jump. You can just press the Q button.
Again, looking for the dunk.
As you saw there, up in the sky again, trying to hit the Eternal Bond.
I love Kuba just hiding around the side.
Avoid that. Adios gonna find SJP Terra onto Spark Chief to even it out again.
It's 1 for 1.
This is going to look like another one of those very.
Oh no.
Coming in with a cracking impact. I might have spoke too soon. Trying to find more value. Terra
oh, they actually get it.
And there we go. 100 Thieves is now
dude, Terra looks like terrifying on this pick. Oh, they get him though. Oh, he got too greedy. Oh, he got too greedy.
Yeah, I feel like for 100 Thieves, the catalyst
they do get a point back,
but I
feel like it's so easy to overcook on Winter, isn't
they
it?
group up together as a unit around Harvey whenever he has those storms.
Because obviously, you know, you're just chasing these resets and stuff.
Ability,
so
right? Whenever they can play around that aura, so whenever they have that, they're going to be grouping up as a unit.
What
right
is
now,
this
they have to play
position
split. You can see
from
Delena
Delena?
over the top side. They know an Eye of Agamotto's coming, and if Delena hits a few good shots, they're in a good spot. But now they're all grouped up together for this Eye of Agamotto.
And I hope all Hella players saw that.
Does Delena know?
That was insane up there on the top of the trees. Out goes the Eye. Doesn't find value as Zelos takes out Delena.
Oh, they do get two though.
SJP Vess really setting up these plays here with the Eye of Agamotto as 3 go down.
This looks really good for Fly because like they have 3 ults as well, and Energy is just oh my god.
That's going to be a stagger there on Terra from Energy, and great play by Fly.
We said this at the beginning, man. Like I don't think you can give this guy
Psylocke. Teleport if they want to extend this thing.
I don't think you can give him
That's what I was talking
Psylocke.
about. I mean, they had to group up together. Maybe they had to split, I think, to play differently. They just didn't play around the Eye of Agamotto. It's tough. Vels has been connecting so well. Now Adios comes in.
Oh, Energy gets a pick off an SJP. That's massive. Look at the percentage. Oh, just pops through the TP. Oh, that's disgusting.
Ult advantage showcasing here for Flyquest as they're making everything happen. Down goes
nah,
3.
dude, Energy looks fucking ridiculous.
Even the odds here. Teleport's gonna have to come through. Delena forces the touch. Terra goes down, and that's gonna do it. As 100 Thieves take the entirety of map 1.
Fly take first.
Same thing. Green, red. I'm colorblind. Green, red, colorblind. No, that was amazing. Great work
Crazy
from
work
Flyquest.
from Energy.
That goes to show. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I think Hella maybe struggles on domination, so maybe we can like give it.
You've got to ban this, no? I don't know. Am I being like overcritical here? I feel like you cannot give him this pick. I'm sure he's like really good on others, but the Psylocke looks so fucking good.
Going into it, right? They're okay with that, and the only way they survive
16 final hits, 31k, 19k damage. But I mean, also Adios on this Ultron. Cooper, 20k damage on this Loki. I mean, the Loki prio is right. I mean, we've seen Loki just destroy all day long.
Like Adam Warlock, triple res res compositions, maybe with the Ultron.
So I wonder if the players, do you put higher prio on a Loki ban early?
Honestly, like Flyquest just kind of dominated them. The only time they were succeeding,
because I mean, maybe what they do is instead of the original mag ban, you let the mag, not the mag, the EMEA ban, you let that through and you ban the Loki. If you're on 100 T side, right? Before the first save, because you know Fly are gonna first save that Loki if they get the opportunity. They've done that. They did that in this game. I feel like Spark Chief was like super quiet this game.
They're trying to counter it with something like Bucky, who has taken a little bit of a back.
I mean, like doing the job, but it just felt super quiet. It was the Vest and Energy show, wasn't it? What, as in you think Flyquest banning the Bucky?
Only falling 5 times.
But in order to do that, they'd have to give something else, right? They ban the Human Torch, which I think is the right
Cooper
play.
does a ton, but it's also on the whole team, right? Cooper, well-deserved MVP, fantastic Loki, but the problem is that they're never under pressure, right? Cooper
is. I mean, you're right. The Bucky is a good answer technically into the Loki.
Maybe a little bit too much the European region.
But I feel like that's one of those fallacies, right?
So we see them in the morning.
It's one of those things where you go, there's a specific mechanic that works really well, like the resets into the Loki clones. So if it all works well, it is a great counter. But in the rest of the game, outside of that, Loki's just fucking got so much value.
Which is definitely a viable composition to play.
I feel like there's a lot of that in Rivals where like
team that has fantastic healers, fantastic
technically things are a good counter, but you've got to
100 Thieves. I don't really think
you got to execute
seems like a triple strategist team. I mean, they have in the compositions, and
EMEA's another really good example,
was
right?
the way to success. So I think Flyquest found
EMEA technically is a really good counter into a lot of people if you can slam them in their ults and cancel the ults, but you've got to execute that and time it and get the slam off, you know? All right, game 2.
There's a lot of variation available, and obviously Emma Frost is a problem for both teams, so they're both going to get rid of it.
Let's lock the
Wolverine ban again from Flyquest.
All right, let's see if they adapt. On that mag seems to always find value with those Meteor M's. We talk about the positioning and height.
So still super high prioring on this mag.
So it has more time to land, so they can help burst through and wait the cooldowns out.
Are they just gonna? I mean, it's Idrisil Path, man. Double Johnny ban, surely, right? On this map. So doesn't. I mean, doesn't Fly just get?
Torch is incredibly strong right now.
Yeah, Torch is pretty damn good. I do think there's
some
counterplay to it.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Dude. Guys, Remix, what are your boys doing, man?
Wait,
Get them
what?
On a leash. Why did
they
Harvey
misbanned
not ban anything there? What the
they
heck?
misbanned.
What the heck is he doing?
Oof, yeah, we've seen that happen before. And
oh my god, they're just going to save the torch, right? Do you not just save the torch?
But not having a ban
wow, you don't just save the torch right there?
Confident. I know this team is a confident team, and maybe we have this. Yeah, we have
wait, if you're Flyquest, why didn't you just save the torch right there?
No? People say you can Venom as a replacement for Cap, and I agree, but I still think Venom has some counterplay on the Cap. Sorry, I thought they missed the ban as well.
That's the thing, like, I don't. Where is this fucking thing prio coming from, man? I don't understand this thing prio.
That Venom can do a ton of work, but also that Groot went through.
Like what?
Right now that 100 Thieves map number 1 did get rid of the Groot. In this map, Flyquest, it's kind of like
this is such a weird draft.
Would do, right?
This is such a weird draft. I don't know. Okay, so Vinny's saying on the Venom. I don't mind the Venom. I think we've seen it be pretty successful.
They know what to switch to if need be. As we start up here, they do also have the Punisher on the table, so that is one of Groot's biggest problems.
So yeah, they're starting for the triple Vanguard. We see this quite a lot.
We see a lot of teams here holding tight on point 1. Adios in the sky. We have seen Adios up there on Ultron in the last match, really strong on Ultron.
Energy rocking that mag to start with.
There from that support strike, if you will, and we are set up on the turret here.
Is he shooting their feet?
That is priority 1. As you see, Terra doing a great job there with focus.
Yeah, we saw this Storm comp come through from one of the best Storm teams in Envy, and Flyquest dealt with it well. We'll see how they do against the 100 Thieves in the Storm composition. And right now, I mean, 100 Thieves not buying any sort of purchase.
All of this is good. All of this is good for
Fly. The objective is not pushing, not even inching forward.
Any delay is all good.
Cap ult's now up. Cooper gets the copy.
And we do
they get a nice Groot. Oh, they do get Spark eventually.
Early, looking up towards the high side. Adios doing a great job juking there, just waiting
but
this
just
out.
gets the one.
Finding one there with the final judgment. Still good value as the Hurricane comes through. They're going to focus target damage on it, but no, the Hurricane's totally fine. Bubbled up their team, playing around each other well. But what
Fly have 3 ults here. Fly could rock it.
In ultimate advantage on this next fight. Up in the sky we go. Energy tries to dunk it, does not work out. Out goes the eye right after. In return right here, can TTK get the job done on the back line? No.
Both meteors are whiff. Spark's got a massive Groot ult. This could be so big. Terra gets a nice kill though. 1 for 1.
Taking so much time off the clock. Minute 30. They're still trading back and forth. You still have the Ultron above. You still have
dude, watch Spark. There we go. Oh my god, Spark gets so many of them. Oh, it's done.
The damage is there, and
oh my god.
4 meters, 5 meters is about as
dude,
far as
Fly just look fucking crazy, don't they?
2 minutes left to go for 100 Thieves, and they haven't gotten anything.
Oh my goodness! What
this triple Vanguard start.
Fly holding on with ult advantage in this next fight. Is going to be very close. Actually, looks like 100 Thieves in this next fight should have 3.
On reflection, I may be real. Oh, what a shield! Oh, was that the wall that stopped it? Dude, that was crazy. I think Ultron is the problem on reflection.
This has been an insane hold, and 100 Thieves is having to burn everything.
Oh, that's some bad whiffs from Delina.
Is looking insane. Like
uh-oh. 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 Oh my god, they're being spawn hell, dude. This is a fucking statement. Uh-oh.
Just so good on the Doctor Strange. Delena, he tried to get eyes on him, and he's still getting eliminations. Audio's gonna go down to the 1v1. Another shot. Oh my god, he doesn't miss right now.
Okay, Delina is
those eliminations, I mean, maybe that gets
putting in
space.
crazy work.
Down is huge because that was a lot of the survivability of Flyquest, but they're still on this cart, and they pop Meteor, and they're gonna need to find elimination to make this
okay, nice.
Or get any value out of it. And right
okay,
now,
they're finally gonna win a fight. But I think they just TP back in and fight this, no?
That's not ideal if you're 100 Thieves, even though you have ultimates.
Yeah, and Delena took that personally and pressed forward, found a few, and that allowed the team to get up in ult advantage.
Yeah, Delena fucking smurfed that to win the match. They had to get rid of the Ultron.
But wow, I've got to show
I think Ultron might be the issue, like for real.
100 Thieves for this fight. They've got to turn up here and get some momentum because now we're in final fight territory. It will be a teleport likely.
Oh, they get the lunar ult off? Oh my god, they just popped everything immediately.
And a ton of damage out walls.
Jesus Christ. Dude, 100T just insta-popped all 4 ults, by the way. Like, insta-popped. Dude, that was a crazy reaction.
Yeah, they might try to get too cheeky with it, with the try to kidnap the Hellish
respect to 100T. They were not afraid to drop that shit.
Cooper's gonna swap back. Vest will be here to
and hey, it's OT. I don't blame them, right?
The goal was, and they've accomplished it, even though Vest got deleted and the walls are here.
Oh, they're still going to contest though. Wait.
Just a really good shot. Going to hold this positioning. Audio's going to initiate here with Ultron's Rage. Just using it into a healing.
I don't think they can survive.
There. Terra going to try to find a second. Delena takes out Spark.
Oh, wait.
The tackle.
Oh, good
Doesn't
freeze.
Get anything. Energy not able to find much there. Out go the dance floors to hold on and extend
yeah, okay, they do get the point.
Pulling out the shoddy, and that is going to be enough to push them through point 1.
They're probably going to get quite a bit actually
now
here.
Their footing, and they're going to start to sprint through the marathon that is Flyquest.
Damn.
Interesting that Spark Chief is down with that spawn to fall back, but at least he's getting some ult charge for his strategist players. Flyquest.
There's a world in which they get like full health.
Has a lot of space. We've seen how good he is so far, and Harvey's there with the follow up into Cooper.
Yeah, just holding this height, great off-angle positioning. Delena does this really well, always finding a way to keep eyes in a different direction than the cart. So we will see Delena relocate over here again. Vest,
here we go again.
Mean Strange in this series as Terra is going to begin with the final judgment once more. First, all the shields, get the cooldowns out and try to still find one, but that damage reduction there by Spark.
Oh my god, they all live.
The team moving, and there's the clobbering time. It finds a few. Can they collapse off it? Out go the Loki crystals. Terra finds Spark Chief there. Again, TTK.
Nice dunk.
And now 100 Thieves are
I don't like energy on this Wolvie. I don't think it's working very well.
Through Flyquest, who will still not have an ult advantage on this next fight.
Not really finding the Groot that they need to, right?
With SJP and Harvey, both strat lines.
And there we go. There's the switch. There's a switch.
Energy swapping over to the Human Torch. And
yes, you're playing into a Hella, but
right?
like,
he just kind of off
you know,
angles the whole time.
This
Cooper's
Ultron,
down
you
again.
might as
Does he
well.
TKO? No.
Right? Use this Johnny.
Catching him out, and you know these angles that Delena takes, he was sort of the person to start doing it in North America with these hard flanks on Namor and Hella, and he's able to find that opening pick on a Cooper. That's huge moving forward.
It goes to show you something if you're playing in ladder. Do not just
I mean, I think
stand
they'll just gotta
behind
give,
the tank.
but
Take eyes elsewhere, and it'll help everyone. As the
oh,
Vanguard
Strange
is
goes
trying
down
to
there.
stay up, and down go 3.
Oh.
SJP switching it over to DPS. The boost there.
That's
TTK
real
take out
bad.
Cooper.
That's real bad
And
for
wow,
Fly.
Okay, 100 Thieves. Who needs 100 Thieves when you have 6?
That's
And
real
they
bad for
just
Fly.
shoved
Terra just
3.2.
fucking running over them
I
now.
don't know what it is, whether it be map design or how the pro players
They've
play
got
the game,
really
but
good
it feels like in the
momentum.
Streets phase of maps, they just don't know how to hold. It's hard. I think that maybe the sight lines are attackers' favorite. The chokes, I mean, there's like 3 chokes you can come out of, and they all came out of the top one. It's very easy to read.
They need to regroup and
especially on those
stabilize
flank
right now.
angles. Cooper, I mean, you could say he's sort of feeding a little bit on those previous fights, but it's tough because they're sort of caught out of position, caught with their pants down because of how Delena's playing.
Yeah, it's a momentum thing. Like you said, they try to get
Here they go again.
The rift there with the teleport, and it did kind of bite them when they were playing so well together with momentum. It's heavily shifted as Vinny finds Spark Chief. Terra, how many times does he have final
Nah, dude, they're just fucking running over them now.
And Vinny just going to place
He's
himself
looking for
on
an
the
ult
high
as
ground,
well.
potentially wall off, get ready for a mean strangling prison here, as we do see some changes up on the side
They
of
do have
Fly.
Supernova. This could be huge, but someone needs to be able to stand tall in this front.
Will it be able to work out for him?
I'm not sure they can. They're going to have Groot ult.
Yeah, it's interesting that
TTK.
Energy's the one on the Human Torch instead of Adios.
Hella goes.
Usually Adios is a really good Human Torch player. Not that Energy isn't, but he is a typical Human Torch player for sure. Now here comes the Meteor of the Sky. Nice dodge on the inside angle, allowing Flyquest some space. Now they have ultimate advantage.
Yeah, this could be huge for them.
Oh, Vess.
Can it collapse? 2 go down. Will we see 3?
There's no way Vess has done it again. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god.
There goes 4. Can I see 5 and 6?
Dude, how
And
does
well
Vess
done
do
by
this
Flyquest to
every
find their footing
time?
again and turn this right back around with one more fight available for 100 Thieves.
Energy sitting in the flank, sort of hiding.
So
You can
good
see
at
if he's
finding
too close
these
to the wall, how-
these supports in the back line.
Portal block for everybody.
It's crazy. Oh, they port blocked as well.
Oh, they were able to squeak out with 1 there for Terra.
They're trying. They
Oh,
can't,
Energy
they
gets
can't.
Terra.
8 seconds.
Dude, it's
I mean,
6 seconds.
Terra's gone
They've
as
done
well.
it. Oh
Spider-Man,
my
like you said,
god,
he
there's
squeaked
no
out, but
way.
Can anybody even touch? 3 seconds left. 2 seconds left.
Oh,
Nobody's
that's
there.
so
100
smart.
Thieves
Dude,
get
Vess
stopped
just smurfed
in their own
that.
spawn door due to some portal cheese, baby.
So they're not going to do any like triple Vanguard shenanigans here on 100T. They're just going to try and they're just going to try and raw dog it.
Has been showcasing how strong they are in the momentum in their favor. Can 100 Thieves turn this back to them?
I think Flyquest, obviously, they would really like a quick first push here.
Yeah, right now, they're trying
That's
to
a
go for those
fucking
early
fast
holes, and
steal.
there's
How the
already,
fuck did he get there
Flyquest has
already?
a unit sort of
What?
pushing them out, especially with that Hulk, so that's the deviation they're doing on their attack. Meanwhile, for 100 Thieves, they need Delena to find these opening picks on flank angles and stuff, and for Flyquest, they're going to have to match them.
And they have this corner already. I do like when teams are forcing the 3, but this team
Adios
doesn't
is
feel
building
like
up
they need it.
real
And
fast.
down goes
Oh,
1.
nice
Energy.
kill.
Great tackle there on a Vinny. Groot's worst nightmare is the guy with claws. He turns into a scratching pose and just charges up.
I mean,
And
I'm
he's such a
assuming,
large
yeah, so
body,
I'm
it
assuming
allows
now that
Logan
Vinny
to
swapped.
just make
Energy's
massive
probably
plays
going to
early
look
onto
to
a
swap
Vanguard,
as
which is
well
terrifying. You really,
on Wolverine.
You're forced to try to work into like an invis.
I think they're
to
doing
get
it
push and
directly
pull
to
keep
do with
your
the Groot,
Vanguards
right?
up. It just forces out a ton of changes in your composition, but Flyquest is already on the very end here. Out comes
Here they
Terra's
go. This needs to
final
be
judgment.
big.
No new sight here, as this has been something we've been seeing consistently.
Ults down, lamps
There's
down.
a ton of cooldowns. We do see the eternal bond
No
there,
one's
keeping
dead, though. They're
Flyquest
doing such a
healthy
good
as
job
they're
of
holding on
surviving.
behind the point.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing slow. Delena's on the flank, too.
Oh, that's so
Delena,
big.
meanwhile, trying to find those shots in. Everybody on Flyquest pushing forward right into this Meteor M.
Ooh, trying to find energy in the sky was a good idea.
Dude, have they just got point already?
Damage boost goes out as well. Harvey holding on to the dance floor.
Oh, good freeze.
But you did see Terra
Crazy freeze.
For those who don't know, you can use that as an iframe to avoid stuns, but they were not able to hold on to the point, and Flyquest just takes it.
That's it. I mean,
Yeah,
I called it right. They
last
wanted
stand.
a
I think
really
to
quick
close it out
take,
for
and
them,
look at what they've done. What the
Vest kind of created space. At least he gets
Dude,
the hold
get
on
the
to
fuck
eye.
outta
Oh my
here.
goodness, by the way, fastball.
Get the
Into
fuck
your
outta here.
face, Terra.
This shit
I mean,
is so
unfortunately, is
crazy.
Punisher with the dead dog. The wrong show. Regardless, energy.
If you're Terra there, right,
pick
you're
from
just
him.
sat
I mean,
so far back, and
that
you're like,
fastball special, like you
suddenly
said, Shib,
this
it's huge.
Wolverine
We see
comes
teams in
flying
the
over
NBA
you like a
as well.
fucking
Insomnia
plane.
are a huge proponent of running that Wolverine team up, and they're doing it again.
Yeah, no, that's just his whole family, not the dog. But anyway, we are going to see the throw here by Fly. Energy, again, just playing a mean Wolverine here on these angles. Terrifying force and finding a ton of tackles. Just hasn't missed any yet, but well played. Spark Chief is a mean Groot as well. We talk about Groot finding, or excuse me, Hulk, finding extra value.
Okay, round 2. I think Hulk's fucked.
Just lack of... I don't know, not lack of experience, but just maybe lack of utilization.
Do you know what, though, as Terra, like, I don't really mind that if you're Hulk at that point, because you're going, hey, listen, he's just wasted his entire ult just to take me out. Oh, no. Oh, he's gone again. Dude, Vest does not miss.
You can actually use Strange's shield to block off healing ults, and that is exactly what he did as SJP goes down.
This guy's a maniac.
Process and comms there by Vest to allow the team to focus that.
This is a crazy smooth attack from Fly, though.
He swapped already early over to the,
they're going to try and get in. They tried to block, but they are going to get in.
Now they move towards the car, having that Captain American ult. Also, people are stunning.
Energy got a little too greedy trying to hold them out.
Yeah, TTK finds Energy there early. That is what they needed to get back on this point. Harvey is going to try to copy.
Adios gets Delina, though.
Finds Delena as we have bonds on the ground on both sides.
Ultron.
Falling back, trying to retreat towards the team, towards Loki at least, and Strange. They are resetting well, and they're going to retake this fight with 3 minutes on the clock. A ton of time here for them to press through it, but this corner is very difficult to take.
They do have an Ultron ult, though.
Yeah, it is very difficult.
There we go.
Adios.
There we go.
Ultron ult met by Terra again. He's gotten a lot of eliminations last time with his final
Best gets TTK. This needs to go big for Terra.
Early, and unfortunately just finds nothing but clones.
Yeah, Vest has been really showcasing the talent on Strange here as we immediately going to dive in.
There's just so much noise, right? There's so much noise for this Punisher to try and deal with when they ult.
Cloak form, because Cloak can do some strong damage. Sparchy finds Delena, and that is 2 down for 100 Thieves. Will they get shut down?
They're still contesting pretty well, but I think that's going to be it.
Likely going to press Q here if need be, but they may not need it. Cooper onto Terra, Cooper onto Vinny, and that's that firing line damage from Loki. Just going to shield off Loki here as SJP goes down. TTK as well, and 100 Thieves are falling here as Flyquest is popping off.
3 minutes 30 on the clock to get this all the way.
3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go.
Now listen, we've seen some crazy fucking holds on this map, right? It is not over.
If not every team, and for 100 Thieves side, they have to come back and do it with 3 minutes. Vinny is on that Captain America, so he'll do some harassing in the back line, but unfortunately, when you don't have a lot of follow-up on these sort of dives, it sort of negates the value of the Doctor Strange. And
oh, what a steal.
Energy just comes in the back line from the Hulk.
Energy has been doing that nearly every fight, every neutral off the rip, and Flyquest is up in ults again by 4.
I mean, what I really like here. Oh, here we go again. Oh,
just popped up here for 100, and that is going to be a pick again. Vest has got a chill with
I don't think he's ever. I don't think he's popped a single Agamotto that hasn't resulted in at least 1 kill.
Goes down. Great final judgment here by Terra, who plays a mean Punisher up again with the turn.
Nice from TTK. That's a big pick.
Positioning here, I believe, but Energy has that last stand. They're just going to let himself fall there.
Yeah, they're gonna reset. I think.
Well, he just AFK'd for a moment, but 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. TTK with a huge shot onto Cooper.
I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm starting to get a little bit tired. So I apologize if I'm not as hyped right now. After this game, I'm going to take a couple of minutes just to try and wake myself up a little bit. It's been a very long 4 days.
Yeah, it's all about bunkering down.
Oh, gets him. Wait, is that a clone?
It's a clone. Correct Loki, but you gotta find out together. Doesn't look like it was.
Yeah, I think the problem is here, like, you know, Energy is popping on this Wolverine as well as the Psylocke, so can't ban everything, can you? Oh, gets Adios just. That was fucking close.
Maybe able to hold this with 1:30 on the clock.
And they definitely could. It's within their wheelhouse to do so. 100 Thieves also built up those Stratus Ultimates energy again. Where are you
it's super doable as a whole, right?
Like they are. But they know it's coming because you can hear the Hulk's giant footsteps kind of running around these back halls.
Yeah, that's really true. And you know there's going to be a fastball in hand.
Good bubble.
Energy tried. Great bubble there.
That was a very quick bubble.
By TTK. Delena now is trying to find a pick early and making sure that heal does not get grabbed. But no, still able to grab that. Spark Chief going to head back towards the Strats. Hopefully give some all charge. But no, that's a great pick. Forcing into Bruce into that corner. At this point, you want to leave him as
they're just going to leave him.
For as long as possible. And then maybe find the pick. As it
I respect it.
take one out the fight.
It's going to be on Vest again, guys. It's going to be on Vest again. Oh, no.
TTK onto Cooper. There goes that bond. Vinny on the Spark. SJP now.
Hi, Cal.
The Vest in 100 Thieves is holding this for one more fight. Can they get the job done?
Yeah,
guys, they might full hold this. We've been doing this like, we've been doing this. This is now the 4th day in a row.
And get CC immunity.
I'm just going to get comfy for a sec,
yeah,
guys.
It's all about this fight. Alt advantage for Flyquest. They need to do it here. This is everything for them. Can they find value with each one of these Qs? If they do, it's game over. Crystals are out early.
Oh. Okay, they do. Adios finally gets him. Oh. Adios. Can Adios carry this? Oh, and he gets TTK as well. Oh, and he gets a double. Oh, they do it. Oh my God, Flyquest. Adios. Just fucking dragging them, kicking and screaming in this game.
Get it done on that map up 2-0. Put
Wild.
themselves on map point to get that #1 seed.
Yeah, like for real, guys. I think Ultron is the problem here.
Flyquest is looking so good as a unit. We talk about the individual
I don't know.
We talk about them playing together as a
Is
team.
that back-to-back for Cooper on this Loki?
Discussions about being more versatile and not allowing themselves to be banned out. 100 Thieves, an incredible team known for clutching up in moments.
Excuse me.
Look at the stat lines across the board. It's difficult to
oh my God, dude.
even trying to. It's just
Loki got 50k healing behind me right here.
Finding a value with those Qs.
And got 29 kills.
I think a lot of the carry does come through energy and through teamwork, just like whittling
Dude,
down.
Cooper is a monster on this pick.
Terra have vision, so because you can get target banned, it might put you
Save
on
a life.
as
Let me have my air
so
conditioning on.
Flexibility is key, and Flyquest has been known as one of those teams that
Wow,
can
they're not going to
flex to the
change it
highest
yet.
degree. So same bands as well coming through from Flyquest.
They really
you can
have
see
this
that
mag cryo
prioritization
still.
of the Wolverine again. 100 Thieves ignoring what's happened so far.
I mean, Flyquest don't have to change anything. Like, if they're going to give them what they want. The onus here is on the 100T. 100T have to be the ones to change things up. Fly are happy with the way things are.
I think we know where this is headed.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm curious to see.
Touch
I'm
ban.
curious about the
What
fact
we
that
on?
they're
Hall of
still
the
banning
Jalia?
Emma off
Okay.
the rip. We've seen other regions now electing to not do that.
Cap
They're not
ban.
too afraid of leaving Emma, although Emma's very strong. Trying to find.
Do they save a
maybe
support
the
here?
problem child.
Gonna take the Wolvie, aren't they?
Cap out of there is a good change of pace here for 100 Thieves.
I think they did that last time though, like last round.
Oh,
This is the ban I wanted to see.
So,
That's the ban I
I
wanted
mean, the
to see.
Ultron ban, that's at least forcing them off of that Ultron composition. We'll see what Flyquest does to adapt to
That's
it.
the ban I wanted to see.
You know, from what we've seen, Shib, I mean, Triple Res is still available. They go for that Wolverine, or that, not Wolverine, that Punisher Protect, Wolverine Protect up on the top side. I don't know, I mean, not crazy adaptation from 100 Thieves, but it's something, right? And that's kind of
I'd like to see them off the group, I think. I don't understand this thing, Pryo.
Where the other team, you know, gets a slight advantage and more options where they can switch
It's
things
really
up if things aren't
confusing to me.
working.
I think that's also why I'm feeling a bit extra tired.
Maybe opting away from that hero, at least versus
I really don't want to miss either of these series, you know, so we're going to stick it out. We're going to stick it through.
3-0, I cannot imagine the momentum as we go into the playoffs next weekend.
I just like how that Black Panther statue, you know, just reminds us of Flyquest losing to Ego Death in the first round. So pretty funny how that's sort of been a recurring theme with Flyquest
Taking this
hovering around the Black
backside,
Panther.
this feels like
to it. You know, they're not afraid to admit it. And right now, 100 Thieves teleport around the backside, set up Delena with the team, which is.
Because surely they just take the high ground here. But what? This TP feels really odd. I'm not sure why you'd
feel a little uneasy.
This is one of the cool things about the tournament, seeing strategies different from what you may see in ladder, just to kind of shake up the pace and force eyes in a different direction, playing at a different location. The whole team is now stacked under this bridge, which is a pretty strong defensible position.
Fucking Wolverine playing Aeroplane.
100 Thieves, and out immediately goes the Eternal Bond in record time. Out again goes the Invisible Boundary. We're going to see Qs popped everywhere as it is just back and forth. But who is the first to go down as another Eternal Bond is out for the side of 100 Thieves?
Oh, Adios gets him. 1 for 1.
Oh, well done. Adios to clean.
Oh, Terra can go massive here, though.
Delena again gets a pick, and it's just back and forth.
Oh, Terra's going to go big.
Oh, my goodness. Fest did connect the
Huge.
BRM. past the shield, but it wasn't fully charged, so Terra
actually
got to live.
really
Also,
nice from 100T.
Oh my goodness, I forgot. Terra literally
I'll be
42
honest, I
HP.
have no idea how the fuck that worked, but oh my god, they stalled it. Wait, energy stalled it. Wait,
and there is the retouch, able to drop in here. We'll see how long this lasts.
I don't think they're going to be able to hold it, are they?
Again, TTK trying to find one, does. Down goes Zello. Delena dropping Vest. There's the res though, but it's not going to be enough to touch. It's just going to force a stagger unless they can, right off the map goes Spark. Smart decision there to regroup as a team. You do not want to wait.
All right, plenty of time on the clock.
Down a number, and then the odds go in their favor. It's a steamroll from there as we see Cooper fall there.
Terra's just fucking running him down. That's a good stagger as well.
Heroes who need to retouch with Dr. Strange, Rocket Raccoon can be seen as one of those to allow your team to constantly pressure the point with the BRB. You know, you come back through with somebody else on Dr. Strange. Just whoever goes down first, whoever's the first casualty wants to swap. Now 100 Thieves pushing forward. They do have Vinny now on that Dr. Strange, so that could be the change they need, but Energy with a quick kidnap onto TTK.
Down goes TTK. Energy.
Nice energy.
Always finding value with these Wolverine plays. Looks to the high side here on Terra. Terra with a good escape with a nice smoke.
Adios has nearly got another supernova there.
Another tackle here on Vinny. Will be able to clean that up.
100T is about to get a lot. SJP, Harvey, both getting theirs. Terra's about to get theirs as well. They're probably waiting for that.
Charge ready for damage as Adios finds one. Down goes Vinny. Flyquest again up in numbers and holding on and finding.
They have 5 ults.
Terra taking the space right back.
Yeah, it's tough. You just don't want to be taking easy eliminations like that in the neutral, giving momentum back.
Energy gets Delena just before this happens. That's big.
Again, but maybe Terra can equalize it with this final judgment. They come back in with that Eternal Bond, and he gets tracked. Oh no, Cooper.
God, Terra just fucking railed him.
Beamer, Terra with some fantastic shots in the ultimate.
Yeah, it's all about patience and focus. You can definitely burst through that with
There's the Loki lamp.
And it is going to be launched here by Zello. So Fly to hold on to the point as Cooper did fall relatively quickly there. Spark Chief on a Terra. That's a nice start to the fight.
They just need to whittle down some time here.
Thieves not afraid of fighting 5v6 if need be. Vinny
nice from Vinny.
To make it 5v5. Crystals are out too. And there is...
Oh, I like this from Vest.
Here comes the meteor.
Soaks up a lot of the Hella roll. Maybe not enough though.
Trying to get some value.
Clutch Hulk timing.
Back, great positioning again. Spark Chief.
Dude, this is all so good. This is just such good stalling.
Taking position, great lockdown there. Trying to find two. Down goes another, I believe.
Dude, look at this guy. He just does not give a fuck. And while he's doing that, the rest of the team are getting rolled.
As Flyquest sweep.
Oh, that was so nice. What a fucking hold from Fly.
Makes a little bit more sense for Flyquest to have Adios on that
what
human
a crazy fucking hold. Are you kidding?
Back and do like a comfort pick for him. Energy, though, the ultimate flex player onto that Wolverine. It's very important to have these duelist players who can flex to characters, whether they be Hitscan, whether that be Wolverine, whether that be any melee characters. Right now, Flyquest transitioning at the right time. 100 Thieves, though, swapping Vinny over to the Captain America to open things. Delena also onto that Ultron. This composition hasn't worked out for them previously, but they do.
They've nearly got him. Terra's nearly back.
Yeah,
SJP as well. They're going to rock this combo. There we go. The cloak needs to survive this time if they want to live through it. Nice fade.
Great hiding there with the cape. Gonna reset again, and here comes Energy. Energy duel. Energy does. Good tackle on the TTK.
That was such a good back.
TTK to stay healthy. Adios is going to find one onto Harvey. Nice pick.
Oh.
And again, TTK finds Cooper in the back.
What a fucking dunk, dude. Cooper's having a hard time on this cloak. Oh, when they swap into the cloak.
And the numbers are traded, but it looks in the favor of 100 Thieves. Ults up for Fly. Still not able to get anything there. Adios just dancing here. Super mobile in the sky with Johnny. And down goes Adios.
I mean, it's a good time still, though.
I mean, TTK was putting the team on his back. Found another one. Best found his counterpart, and they're just able to push on forward. 100 Thieves.
This is going to be a bit of
a Ultron composition has definitely panned out. I mean,
crazy chase.
You have to rely on.
He is not getting away from that one.
Which is just a great shot. So for Flyquest's side, maybe they can, come back, at least kind of come into the third phase. But right now,
I mean, do we see another Flyquest stall at the end?
Other two maps right now, they're looking pretty damn good.
Yeah, one of the things you'll notice players that play Magneto at this level is you need to have an ascend and descend button ready while you're playing Magneto or honestly, any character that has the ability to fly, because if you can descend while, when you initially use that alt, you start upwards, you can actually descend low, so you can weave that Meteor M in unique locations and spots that people may think that they're safe. So great pick there. Down goes Spark Chief as Terra finds one, looking for a second.
Dude, this Punisher roll is just ridiculous, isn't it?
Goes to show you how strong Punisher is in this current meta. And Adios playing Torch, another very strong hero right now.
They've only really got energies all to play with. Unless they go fucking bananas, that's going to be tough.
So once 100 Thieves break through this choke point, I'd be a little bit worried for Flyquest, but they do have a last stand available into this Eternal Bond from 100 Thieves, so you know where they're all going to be.
Oh, he gets one though. That's about the best you can hope for, really.
Great attempt there, not able to make it happen. Zelena up on height now with the Ultron. We talk about Ultron being incredibly impactful.
Spark Chief and Adios are about to get their ults though. This looks good for Flyquest.
Triple comps like this, so Zelena going to keep the pressure on. Great movement. When you use that dash, you do get, I believe, 8 seconds of raw speed. And
oh, the Supernova is going to go fucking crazy.
Takes out Harvey. Harvey goes down. Terra goes down, and you can find value here with Torch when you use that.
What is this movement, dude? Adios. This hero's movement is so dumb.
This kit, right, with Human Torch, you mentioned the so dumb. You know, when you melee, that character's flying all over the place, hitbox wise, so hard to hit this character. When he presses shift, goes incredibly fast as well. So Human Torch, one of the most mobile characters and highest damage dealing ones as well. Flyquest taking full advantage of it. Vinny already popping that freedom charge coming in. Flyquest also having to deal with the speed boost on.
Is this like ult number 5 or something from fucking Terra?
Yeah, Terra trying to find one, instead just buying space. And there goes the Meteor. Spark Chief. Great cape there.
Oh, they do get him eventually.
Terra on to Vest, and out goes the Bond for the side of Fly. Zelos just going to dance.
Spark Chief is putting in work on this ult though.
Just going to start pummeling the front line, but only at 16% for the ultimate. Cooper popping that ultimate off as well. Now it is a neutral as nothing is left. The cooldowns are burned. Can Flyquest hold on?
There's the TP back in from oh, Energy gets 2. Oh my god, they're gonna do it again, guys. They're gonna fucking hold again. Oh, they're gonna fucking end game hold again. There's no fucking shot. Oh, they've done it. What?
4.3.
Yeah, clean game from Flyquest.
Dude, these like end game holds are fucking wild. Not a bad showing for 100T though.
They've not necessarily banned out
Terra
the wrong things, but it feels like Flyquest, you know, they're so versatile.
Terra is
they're
being
able to
a
flex
Terra
to so many different versions of the same composition right now alongside
TTK is getting some really good dumps down.
Being able to play Doctor Strange, so I mean, this is looking like a scary team. I'd be a little nervous playing against Flyquest right now after they've made that lower bracket run.
Oh, Vest, please give it to me. Vest, don't bait me like this. Vest, don't bait me like this.
Pushes, especially Terra 11.
Don't bait me with this though. Come on.
Going into this composition, it is a
don't bait me.
The Punisher during final
give it to me, Vest. Come on.
But Delena now going to be making a switch here.
It's a bait, isn't it? Let's be honest. There's no way that they're going to take Thor over Mag. Come on.
Shaking up here on this first point, we see Adios.
They would instantly become my favorite team if they do.
Going to be indefinite or not.
Wait, what?
It's likely for the lineup.
He got SJP.
Wait, what? Did he just spawn lineup mine kill?
If you don't know, there is the Penny. I mean, everybody knows at this point, but if you don't know, Penny Parker has some lineups in your own spawn towards like the main point on Hall of the Jalia. Aim that towards the objective. SJP unaware, got smoked and rolled. Now Flyquest on their attack. Have the Doctor Strange portal available. They're going to go and set up behind 100 Thieves.
Yeah, this is a better portal, I think.
Quickly to see if you can get in there before the return of SJP. But what I will say is if you take damage there early from Penny and you do not get KO'd, tell your strategist to hold off on healing you until the map starts and they'll actually get ult charge. Little known fact. So way to turn that back in your favor as we hold on here and start this first push. Attack again. What do you know? Energy.
What is that fucking kidnap?
Built different here on
the SJP. First gets penny railed by the mines and then just gets insta kidnapped by the Wolverine. Oh my god, dude.
Kind of controlling space right now is Energy's game plan, but they're against Terra with the shotgun. However, they will be missing a lot of their healing in the Cloak and Dagger walking back from the spawn.
And Terra pulling out the shotty, just trying to buy some space. Energy again.
And you get TTK as well.
These tackles are so impactful. Invis might need to be pulled out here. I'm not sure if it was banned out. I have to check back, but it is so difficult to escape the cat when the claws are out. Energy finds 2 more.
Energy.
And Flyquest on a mean assault here takes point 1.
Yeah,
damn, that was so fucking fast.
5 minutes in the streets phase, 100 Thieves.
Oh, so fucking fast.
They got Delena going over to the Psylocke, so at least they have something to back up Vinny's dive. I mean, that could be the variance they need. But the Punisher now going to be left alone on the main. I just wanted to see. I want to see how 100 Thieves reacts to Flyquest and their ultimate upcoming fight right now. Flyquest looked like the better team, but maybe string together a few fights together, 100 Thieves can finally get a map win.
Yeah, alt advantage going to be slightly in their favor as they should work up 4 here. Terra going to find Spark Chief early.
I mean, Terra's trying their hardest, man. They really, really are.
Likely, unless they want to commit with a tackle, could buy time, but not able to get that landing there.
They're sort of playing it back right now. Copy comes through from.
There we go. There's a lot of ults to pop here.
Also, Audio's committing. The Supernova.
Terra's going as well.
Harvey, so both Loki's committing their copied Cloak and Dagger ultimates. No eliminations necessarily just yet for Terra, though.
Yeah, it seems like teams are playing patiently with the Qs
That's
right now.
tough. That's tough for 100T. That's their big ult. Oh, Delaney went onto Psylocke? I did not see the switch. Oh! Oh my god. Oh, stunning from Energy. Nah, dude, this guy's fucking smurfing today. Oh, shut up. Shut up. This guy's fucking smurfing. Energy and Adios are playing lights out today in this series.
I think they're not matching well against this
fucking lights out.
I mean, Energy last stand connected flush, huge connection onto 100 Thieves backline, onto their vanguards as well.
I mean, with the way they've been playing, I mean, they fucking deserve this win as well. They deserve this.
Bubbles out though. TTK has to try to recover, but he just can't.
Apart from Terra, 100T just looked lost.
Again, these early picks are so valuable. Being numbers up going into these neutrals, or at least these very few ultimates ready fight, is just such a problem. Another pick goes out, but this one on the side of.
Okay, here's another ult. It's got to go big.
Terra does not miss. Eyes on great burn down there of the crystals, keeping focus forward and driving through the entire.
I mean, look at the split, dude.
As we see a chase
not a single person dies.
By the front side.
Their backouts are so fucking good.
Find anything, Vinny, on the cap, just taking that space and annoying the back line, but is able to retreat there, find his team.
Their backouts are so good.
Yeah, Flyquest so practiced, so well versed with dealing with those Punisher ultimates. Now they're under the back line. Green's out as well as early Cloak and Dagger ults, but oh no, Harvey got grabbed, stunned, and he's down even in the copy. Oh no.
This is fucking outrageous, man.
Flyquest find 2, and I mean, you're just gonna have to stall now 100 Thieves side, but that's so bad.
I'm telling you right now, this is GG. It's a 3-0.
We're in the third phase of the map.
Flyquest looked fucking
so much
dominant.
On the clock, 4 minutes here for the Wolverine on this attack.
Energy getting a pick and an ult cancel in a millisecond is insane. This man cannot be stopped. 98% to another ultimate as Zelos and Adios are ready. If they can get this ultimate combination with Adios,
just fucking instant grab.
That is quite the combination.
Guys, we just we're not playing against Wolverine well. I don't know what to say. It feels like 100 Thieves are walking into Wolverine's claws, and it also feels like Flyquest are taking full advantage of the.
They just can't kill him either. Yeah, like he always seems to get out.
One of the best Wolverines in the game. They take that off the field with a ban early on.
Oh, nice from Vest.
And Energy looking like he's up there as well.
Oh, nah, dude, it's done. It's fucking done. It's so fucking done. Energy is a monster, man. Energy is an absolute monster. Bro is spawn camping them right now.
For Flyquest, who will be almost evened up with ultimates in this.
He's fucking spawn camping them.
This is insane.
And they can't portal. I mean, you have him again. Oh, jeez, man. I mean, TTK. Are they going to commit any Stratus ultimates? They commit Delena, so they come back through, have the touch.
Okay, they actually get energy. That's big. That's big.
Also forced as well, so that's nice. That's a nice pick for
That's
team
big.
100 Thieves as Flyquest just play around the corner, waiting for energy to come back.
And just for those who didn't notice, you can see Terra being very patient with the Q there. When you're in a situation like this that you're very close to losing the game, you cannot overcommit your ultimates, because if you do, it's game over. And you can see the hold there by TTK and Terra to not just follow.
Yeah, he was waiting for the Loki ult.
Burst those, but Flyquest trying to gain those ults back and try to win with one big fight. It's everybody presses Q in one.
There it goes.
Game over. Up in the sky goes the meteor to keep him healthy. Terra now going to press Q and look for something.
He needs big value from this. But he's not getting anything. Oh my god, the protection is crazy. Nah, bro, it's over. Like, it's actually just over.
Using that human torch as well, will they be able to find anything in this potentially final fight? And out go the Hurricanes.
I mean, Cap is doing, like, Vinny is doing everything they can to stall it.
And that is a good escape there by Vinny, who is able to get out. TTK.
It's GG, dude.
Did not touch point.
It was just Vinny with the drone touching.
Straight 3-0.
Maybe you would have had Cloak and Dagger touch, but he had the dash back, so we didn't get eliminated by the Meteor M. 100 Thieves get stopped. Chat, maybe
wow, dude. Fly looked fucking incredible.
And they 3-0 100 Thieves.
I don't know, man.
Flyquest
Fly
looks
looks
damn good
fucking incredible.
upper bracket chip.
Back-to-back MVPs for Cooper as well. Like, we're talking about energy on this Wolverine, but Cooper is just back-to-back MVP'd. Every game. I don't know, like, it just felt like everyone else apart from TTK and Terra were just having such a hard time. To be honest, I think the make or break of this series was A, I think Adios on this Ultron was also just sensational. But in this last game particularly, their team backouts and their team retreats instantly off the back of those Punisher rolls was just phenomenal. Like, there was like 3 Punisher rolls where they didn't lose a single member. They're playing like the bubbles, the mag, the mag curtain, all of it was just so well cycled. So well fucking cycled.
I think that they're going to be the team to beat in
Insane lower bracket run.
Versus Nightmare.
These guys lost the first series, by the way. They lost their first series in these group stages, and then they've done a lower bracket run all the fucking way. All the fucking way.